Imagine a man who dodges the gym like it's jury duty suddenly declaring that America's military needs to focus on fitness. Yes, Donald Trump, the human cheeseburger himself, wants to lead a national fitness revival. Somewhere, a treadmill just filed for political asylum. When Trump announced his plan to bring new focus on fitness to the U.S. military, late-night hosts didn't even have to write new jokes. Reality handed them the script. Jimmy Kimmel, as always, took that handoff and sprinted straight into satire heaven. He called it what it was, the fondue pot calling the kettle fat. Kimmel ticked off with brutal precision. "Listen up, generals," he said. "The Pillsbury Dough president wants you to do Pilates." It's the kind of roast where exaggeration isn't required, because the subject already is the punchline. "The only push-ups Trump does," Kimmel added, "are from the side of an ice cream truck." But the real comedy gold wasn't in the punchlines. It was in the truth they exposed, a truth that's somehow both hilarious and horrifying. Trump, ever the showman, continues to treat the White House like a movie set and himself like the star of a never-ending reality show. Every press briefing feels less like leadership and more like a season finale, complete with dramatic pauses, wild hand gestures, and promises that sound like deleted scenes from The Apprentice, Oval Office edition. And then there's Karoline Leavitt, Trump's press secretary and hype woman-in-chief. Kimmel described her as a parrot with a podium, repeating Trump's every word with the confidence of someone who's never questioned a single thing in her life. When Trump says the sky is green, Leavitt's already halfway through an essay on why blue is overrated. Her devotion is so intense, Kimmel joked, that it's like watching someone audition for a cult and winning Employee of the Month. She doesn't just defend Trump, she amplifies him, turning nonsense into national policy with a straight face that could win medals for endurance. Trump, meanwhile, continues his lifelong feud with reality. Facts are like mosquitoes to him. He swats them away whenever they get too close. Every contradiction, every bizarre denial, is framed as strength. Kimmel likened it to watching a magician who can't pull off a trick but keeps insisting the rabbit's definitely still in the hat. And then came the spectacle of the week, garbage bags being tossed out the White House windows, literally. The official story? Maintenance work. The internet's theory? A cover-up. Trump's theory? Who knows? He's probably suing the garbage bags for defamation next. Speaking of lawsuits, Trump just became the first president in history to sue the New York Times for $15 billion, an amount that, as Kimmel joked, sounds like something my kids would make up when they're playing Monopoly. The man who calls the Times failing apparently believes it's sitting on a mountain of cash. But beneath the humor, Kimmel's critique slices deep. Trump's obsession with optics, the photo ops, the applause, the gold-plated everything, exposes a man who mistakes being seen for being significant. Patriotism becomes performance art. The flag is a prop. Every rally is a rerun. Leavitt's role in this theater of absurdity. The warm-up act. The cheerleader for chaos. The woman polishing the emperor's crown while pretending not to notice he's got no clothes. And yet, that's what makes the comedy sting. It's not exaggeration. It's exposure. Kimmel doesn't need to invent jokes. He just connects the dots between ego and emptiness. Trump dreams of statues and history books. What he'll get instead, Kimmel suggests, are memes and blooper reels. A legacy of laughter, not leadership. As Kimmel closed a segment, the message landed like a punch disguised as a punchline. Trump and Leavitt didn't just blur the line between politics and performance. They erased it. What's left isn't governance. It's improv. And the tragedy? They still think it's working.